Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today I'm going to be flying a 3-inch quadcopter on a 6S Lipo whilst carrying a GoPro Session 5. This is the HLRC Arrow 3 and when I reviewed it I questioned whether there was a need for it because it's got a similar performance as its predecessor, which is the XJB 145. But when I started reviewing the Firefly 2 action camera and carried the Mobius Mini at the same time, I realised that together they weren't that far off the weight of a GoPro Session 5, and carrying both of those cameras didn't seem to make a dent in the model's performance. So one evening I strapped the Session 5 to the Arrow 3 and you will see for yourself I was totally blown away by it, and I'm not even sure a 4S version will be able to sustain the RPMs that this one can with its more stable voltage. And you know, people say, a 3-inch could never fly like a 5-inch, but I would bet if I hadn't told you already that the footage that I'm about to show you is from a 3-inch model, and I also didn't give you the audio, then you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And while on the subject of audio, when I reviewed the Firefly 2, I complained that the audio sounded like this. And usually the response that I get is that the audio needs to be cut on a 3-inch model anyways, because otherwise it's just a screaming horrible noise, and I agreed until I saw this footage. Now this is my personal preference, but if I'm making a freestyle video with music, I still like to have a little bit of motor noise audible, and many people don't, and that's fine. But in this footage we're going to have no music, and I think it's really going to show how much other camera companies need to step up their game when it comes to audio. Now you can't get the Session 5 anymore, which is a blooming shame, but for the other companies out there trying to come up with an alternative, this video should be your benchmark. So because this is a race frame, I've turned SuperView off in the GoPro settings so we don't get the props in shot, but spoiler alert, it's still a great view. I'm using the mount that came with the Firefly 2 as well as the straps. The Lipo is the GMB 550mAh 6S with my XT30 to XT60 adapter. Its all-up weight is 370 grams, but even without the GoPro and the mount, this model is over the 250 gram limit anyways, but I do still think it's less intimidating than a 5-inch model, so I still think there is a place for it. I'm also trying out the Menace Thrash antenna and I really like it, so I'll link to that in the below. And in other news, I've been told that the 6S Hobbymate Asteroid 3 has been shipped, so look out for that one shortly as well. But until then, check out this footage. Now, I don't know about you, but I was pretty impressed with that footage. And by the way, if you are interested about that huge helicopter, then it's owned by my friend Gareth, who I fly with, and it's called the Align T-Rex 700L Dominator. It costs, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, about $1,400 in the UK, and it weighs 3.3 kilograms, and that is without its batteries. And those are two 6S 5 amp each Lipos linked in series, making it a 12S 10 amp Lipo in total using XT90 connectors. Its ESC is rated to 130 amps and its massive motor is a 4535 stator at 490 kV. The servos are brushless, which I didn't even know was a thing, and I'm told that they can handle 18 kilograms each to cope with the extreme forces to change the pitch of the rotors, and I will show you some footage of it flying.
I've got that much of a wobble on it.
Are you talking about him or the copter?
This is the point where you say, I'll time everything up. Well, if you find out,
Stand there and I'll stand behind you.
Tell you what, you don't get much of a flight for those big batteries, do you? Shall I get my speed gun out? Must be shifting. So there you go, that is my video flying a 6S 3-inch model with a GoPro Session 5 strapped to it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please continue to subscribe for more content. Cheers.